one of the first things I say is like, before especially for technical founders, is like, look, if you aren't prepared to go and sell your own product that you're building, even though you don't think that you're the best salesperson, you actually have to be the first sales before you even hire any salespeople. This is not anything that you can outsource. You have to do it yourself, right? And the reason that you actually want to do this yourself is you learn a lot of stuff along the way, right? One of the key elements of actually sales is actually education. You're educating yourself on who the customer is. You're educating yourself and actually getting live feedback, and that's not something you can actually outsource. And so one of the things is the first, as your first customer, your first customer may not be the long-term customer, but this is really, really critical. And what I would say is in the beginning, the first 10 customers, you actually almost want to over service them, right? And that's an edge that you actually have as a startup. And actually, as a startup founder, when you're first servicing the first couple customers, you're very different than, say, a lot of your bigger and much more highly funded sort of like companies. Like, you have advantage and disadvantages. One of the advantages, you can overservice them, and as a CEO, like, think about like the feedback that you're actually getting as a CEO being in the market, but also from the customer perspective of being serviced and having your calls answered by the CEO is a huge thing, right? Just like, you're signaling how important the customer is to them. And that is something that is just very hard to replicate, larger sort of like competitors.